Hello everyone, welcome to Crybot. In this video, we are going to take a look .NET and VS Code installations. So let's get started. .NET is a very popular programming language. Microsoft offers this programming language and a very big platform. .NET is basically a very big platform, and under that so many programming languages are there. One of them is C#. VB.NET is also a famous programming language, and J Sharp, F Sharp. There are a lot of programming language that .NET platform will support. So we are going to install this, and then for this support we are going to install VS Code as an IDE. VS Code is a very popular integrated development environment provided by the Microsoft. So nowadays it is also a very popular and open source IDE. So we'll take a look how do we going to install, and we'll create a basic console level project. Now we have this URL, so code.visualstudio.com. so please visit this URL, copy that and paste it in your browser. In this window you can click this downloads for window. If you are using some other operating systems, corresponding operating system will comes here. So click on this. This is around 100 MB, so make sure you're downloading this fully. And you have one more URL for .NET, so copy this URL and paste it in your browser, and let's it load. We have several versions of supported .NET in this list, so we might have confusion of what should be selected. So always select long-term support, namely LTS versions. Now it is 9 version, also standard term support is released, but always make sure you're installing long-term support. There will be a preview version also, but don't install that. There may be mistakes, and during active development you can't install the preview versions. So click on this .NET 8.0, and it will provide a lot of versions like SDKs, only core runtimes, .NET runtimes, ASP.NET runtimes. There are several versions are there. So make sure you are installing the SDK versions, and just look at what your operating system you are using, and make sure your architecture also fulfills that requirement. Here my computer is 64-bit architecture, so I'm clicking this 64, and this is around 200 MBs, so make sure you're downloading this also fully. So once this is all downloaded, you just need to click next and install this. That's it. It's a very simple task. So I'm going to double click this VS Code user setup. So click this, and let wait sometimes for a little loading. I have already installed that, but again I'm installing. Nothing to worry about that. Just accept the agreement, click next, and make sure you're setting all this required to you, like a path, creating desktop icons, and register also. Click next and install. It will take around 2 to 3 minutes if you're using very low RAM computer, but it will be get over within 2 to 1 minute at most within good computers. So let's wait for that, and launch Visual Studio. Click finish, and make sure your the another .NET SDK also is downloaded. Just double click on that, and let's load for a second, and click install, and wait for the user account control, and it will get over within a minute. So wait for that. So it's loading in progress. If you have multiple versions of .NET also, there is no problem. If this version suffix will differ, like 303, 306, like that also it will vary, so no worries about that. You can just wait for 1 minute to finish it. It's checking all those previous versions, and now it will get over. Make sure you're closing and restarting the Visual Studio Code because this is newly installed versions. So it may take some time to load all those files. So it's installed, and we can close this window, close, and close Visual Studio also, and restart it. So okay, this is the Visual Studio Codes interface. So you will get a welcome note here, and you can close this welcome note just clicking here. You must be familiarized with this interface first, then only you can go and use this. So here in the file menu, and this is the tabs that is used for operating these files, and this is the terminal. Here you have this command palette. It will open this blue color icon. If you click here, and this command palette will open, and this is for the terminal. Here you're seeing this terminal windows. I'm just clicking this. Here you'll get a terminal. Some people will get at the bottom. This is nothing. Here you can go and they align the positions here by clicking, right clicking here, and panel positions gives right. This is very useful interface here, being in the right side. And make sure you're increasing the font sizes also by going to preferences, settings, and type font. Here you can increase this font size to 16, 18 like that, or else you can press this control plus or minus to improve the font size. So the .NET and Visual Studio Code installation is successful. Now let's create a new console level projects. Okay.